Hey, Shalom Akim, wa Akwath. Welcome back to another brief prophecy update entitled More Pestilences slash Plagues Upon This Wicked World. Okay? So, more pestilences and plagues upon this wicked world. Okay? Upon this wicked demonic society. Yahweh Shemel Shai is starting to plague the earth. And before we go any further into this brief prophecy update, we give all praises to our power, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushai Bahashem, Raha Kwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, who rule well and teach well with sound doctrine. And shalom to the Israelite foreigners who are scattered amongst the heathen in these last days. And in these last days, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you make up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. This article is from the RT News entitled, The WHO convenes, okay, let's look into that word convenes, summons, assembles, come or bring together for a meeting or activity over rare disease outbreak media. Yeah, and that's Psalm 64, the secret council of the wicked who gather themselves together to wipe out the seed of Israel. This is Psalm 64 and 1. Hear my voice, O my power, and my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Yeah, and the enemy is the people who promote this, okay, this mascot. Okay, this image right here, which that image is that serpent, okay, that same serpent back in the book of Genesis during the time of Adam and Eve. So going back to Psalm 64 and 2, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, right? It don't say hide me from the secret counsel of the righteous. It says the wicked. Okay, and who's the wicked? Oh, that's Esau. Esau, Edom. Simply read Job 9:24, Malachi, the first chapter. You can read the whole book of Obadiah. From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Yeah, and Esau, so-called white men, so-called proclaimed white men, okay, they are workers of iniquity who have been given the power to cause these outbreaks, man. You see? So the WHO convenes or convents, that's how you pronounce this word, emergency meeting over rare disease outbreak. So this disease is very rare, man. Let's look into that word rare. It says infrequent, unusual, of an event, situation, or condition not occurring very often. The International Health Watchdog summons experts to discuss. And those experts, that's the secret council of the wicked that we just read in Psalm 64. The rapid spread of, I'm not going to say it because, Esau sets traps to shut down brothers' channels. But that's the word right here. The Telegraph reports, 2nd Ezra 16 and 14, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. So once Yahweh Shemel Shai uses his left side, which is Esau, Edom, to execute these plagues, man, until they do their job, then they will go back, okay, to the spiritual realm, okay, because all these plagues or these these diseases that are spreading throughout the world, these rare diseases that are spreading throughout the world, man, they actually come from the spiritual realm. Esau Edom's opening up portals to have access to the demons, and the demons give Esau Edom the power, the knowledge of how to start a plague, via various cattle, various animals like the gorillas, bats. Okay, Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries. Yeah, and in these last days, and you see brothers in the highways and hedges in the same spirits as Jeremiah and all the major and minor prophets. The prophets that have been before me and before you of old prophesied both against many countries. Yeah, and Babylon the Great, it's known as a great country. You see, Britain, okay, Britain, various places in Africa, all these major kingdoms are being warned about what? It says both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. Yeah, when you go into that word pestilence, I believe the Hebrew word is dabar.
Strong's H 1698. Dever. Dever.
Yeah, when you go into the root word, it says dabar, to speak, to declare, to command, to promise, to warn, to threat, to sing, to speak, to promise. Yeah, and the prophets, they are speaking, okay, and warning about what? It says, in the sense of destroying a pestilence, a plague. See that? A plague. You go into 2nd Ezra 16 and 14. Matter of fact, I'll start at 2nd Ezra 15 and 27 in a different chapter. It reads, for now are the plagues come upon the whole earth. Yeah, and they're here, man. Okay, these are various plagues. They have already been displayed throughout the whole world. Now is time, the time of Esau Edom, since he knows that he has but a short time. Now he's starting to display the plagues upon the earth, man, because there's even worse plagues than the one that we're hearing about here in this article, man. There's even more plagues that are gonna come in Babylon the Great, and they're being again displayed. Okay, they're already ready to be sent. 2nd Ezra 15:27. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. Yeah, and there's a prophecy that's used for 2/3 of our people and the heathens. Okay, the heathens will remain in this earth while catching the various plagues. For Yahweh shall not deliver you. Yeah, so if you're not of the elect, man, the Lord will not deliver you from the plagues that have come upon the whole earth, because ye have sinned against him. And what is sin? 1 John 3 and 4. Okay, the transgression of the law. You see, though we're not justified by the first covenant, okay, but through grace and mercy of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai. It says 2nd Ezra 15:28. Behold, an horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east. Okay, and yeah, man, and Esdras received very horrible visions, and one of those visions was this rare disease, the outbreak, man. So it says the latest spread of the monkeypox virus. I said it, man. God damn, that's all good. Has prompted the WHO to convene, right, to gather an assembly, an emergency meeting. Britain's Telegraph newspaper reported on Friday the disease, which is typically confined to forested areas of Western and Central Africa, has been spreading rapidly. Yeah, and that goes into Revelation 12 and 12. Okay, these diseases are starting to spread rapidly because, Esau Edom knoweth that he has but a short time. In a number of European countries, as well as the US, Babylon the Great, and Australia since early May. According to the report, high on the meeting agendas are mechanisms behind the virus transmission and possible, strategies. Dr. Mike Ryan, executive director of the WHO Health Emergencies Program, is reportedly attending the discussion. Now, who is this devil? Okay, let's look into Dr. Mike Ryan. Okay. Probably a fat Edomite. Yeah, this is Esau right here, man. Kind of looks like one of those mighty men of Teeman. Yeah, this is Dr. Michael Ryan, man. And scripture speaks about Esau Edom being that quack. A quack simply means a physician of no value, someone that falsifies, man. So he's a devil. Okay, he's involved. He's the same devil that was involved and responsible for the containment and treatment of the past 2019 Crown Royale. See that? So it says, going back to Jeremiah 28:8, a plague, a pestilence, murrain, an infectious disease, especially babesiosis affecting cattle or other animal. Yeah, there you go, man. Yahweh Shemel Shai has been warning, the whole earth about these pestilences. So back to Psalm 64:2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword. Yeah, and that's Esau's uh, tongue is unstable. It's every time Esau talks, speaks, it's all about confusion, man. And when there's confusion, there's no order. And when there's no order, there's what? There's chaos. So Esau Edom, he is the power, the god of chaos on the left-hand side. From the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows. Yeah, their arrows goes into, Esau's deception, man, his lies, because he's the one that's creating these diseases. Even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Yeah, the perfect, those are the prophets, man. They might not be perfect in the flesh. Nobody's perfect in the flesh, but in the spirit, Yahweh Shem Shai has deemed, the prophets, perfect. And Esau Edom wants to get rid of the prophets by shooting at them secretly. Yeah, through a deception. Through sorcery and other, armories that Esau has. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? Yeah, and that's Esau's mindset. Esau's, polluting the whole earth and telling himself, telling themselves, who shall see them? But guess what? Verse 6, they search our iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them and the hearts, right? The heart is your mind, is deep. Yeah, they have these very wicked imaginations, which when you go into the word imaginations, man, it simply goes into intelligence and translates to demons. Their mind is full of demons. But Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. Yeah, you see, so Yahweh Shema Shai, he's going to wound the enemy. He's going to wound that serpent. See, we get that old serpent. This is the book of Revelation 12:9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil. You see, that old serpent called the devil. Going back to the account of the book of Genesis, when we go into the Hebrew word of serpent, it goes into a witchcraft, confusion, and deceiving. And Satan, which deceiveth the whole world, and he was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So the point is here, that old serpent called the devil, which deceiveth the whole world. And that's what Esau does, man. That's his job, pursuing to Proverbs 16:4. The earth, Yahweh Shema Shai has created all things, even the wicked, the wicked for the day of evil, man. You see, so Esau Edom, his job is to deceive the whole earth, man, through his, deception. But Yahweh Shema Shai, like it says here in Psalm 64:7, but Yahweh shall shoot at them with an arrow, suddenly shall they be wounded. Yeah, and when Esau's wounded, he will never be healed. This is the book of Jeremiah. Jeremiah 50, I believe, 51 and 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Yeah, from what? From her wound, her permanent wound. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. You see that? So, Babylon the Great, when you go even a verse before, it says that it has been fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. Yeah, and Babylon will never be healed, man. And you see all these plagues, because a plague is not just, pestilence or so-called virus, but a plague also goes into, the food shortage, famine. That's a plague. You know, Esau, Edom not having fuel. Okay, hyperinflation, power outages, man. You see, uproar to the people. The crime is at an all-time high. These are examples of plagues. The stock market, falling and falling every by the second. The Esau's debt over, I believe, is already over 20 trillion in debt. You see that these are examples of the plagues that Yahweh Shemel Shai is bringing upon Babylon the Great, man. And with that, I pray this brief prophecy update was edifying. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.